Hello, this is James Markey from New Jersey City University. I'm a doctoral student in the Educational Technology Department, and I will be talking about Pearson correlation coefficient. Pearson correlation coefficient, or sometimes identified as Pearson's R, identifies a linear relationship between two variables. When we discuss these variables, we identify them as x and y, and we attempt to measure the linear correlation between x and y. Another term that we'll be discussing based on using SPSS or Excel with a data set is bivariate data, and when breaking down the terms it's easier to remember and see what the Pearson correlation fits into. So the term bivariate, bi meaning two, and variate being another term for variable, we're going to look into the bivariate data so we can see the relationship between the two variables and whether it's a strong relationship or not. So when we calculate our data, when we look at P, the value being less than 0.05, this is an indication that there is a strong correlation between the variables. Data can be calculated through SPSS or Excel to kind of look at your data set. The reason we do this is some of the formulas can be a little more complex, but SPSS and Excel allows us to kind of calculate this data and then use it to look for our correlation in our data set. This is just an image of once we do our scatter plots with our data. We can see the positive correlation, the negative correlation, or where if there is no correlation. And looking from left to right, you'll see the positive line here, the horizontal line here indicating no positive or negative regression, and the negative line going from left to right down. The value of the correlation can range anywhere from -1 to 1. And for example, if we're looking at the value here, like a 0.90 would indicate a very strong relation, while a correlation, while 0.40, for example, would indicate a moderate positive. And this would be the same on the negative side as well. So what we're going to do next is we're going to look at our data set here, and this is our adaptive learning minutes, the average for the students, and their grade level math score at the end of the year, and we're going to see if there's a strong correlation between these two. And that'll be our next video, which is going to allow us to take a look at